You're tuning in to Gone.net.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Gone.net. Allan, I thought you would still maybe be a little bit of in an orange glow, but it doesn't look like it's too orange there anymore.
Oh, did I not? I didn't fix my camera.
No. Well, for the camera too, but I thought maybe if you had your window open.
Yes, the window. No, it's fixed. It's fixed there. Now my camera's brighter too.
There you go.
Yeah, see? Yeah, so John and I both live in Ontario. Now, I think I got it worse than you did.
I think you did. Although yesterday and this morning, all of our air quality indexes and all that was like off the charts. It's like in the Apple app, it's like as high as you can go. Like bad.
Don't go outside or you die.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like it was bright orange. I woke up that morning and I was like, oh my God, was the apocalypse happening? And I had heard there was fires going on probably, well, what is it, about 21 hours northwest of us.
Yeah, it's far. It's like a good 1,000 kilometers, like, beeline from where I am.
So these wildfires have been blowing eastward, well, southeast. So it's great.
Yeah.
So for some reason it hit me. It should have hit John first, but it didn't. It hit somehow swirled back over.
Swirled down.
Yeah.
Right?
John put up a force field from all of his Wi-Fi routers that stopped it from coming in.
It's all the exhaust from my house from all the computers running and stuff. It just blew it all away.
So yeah, it was, it was a little hard to breathe. Wasn't awful.
Wasn't great. It's still great. Here it's still kind of bad today, but it's supposed to clear up tomorrow.
We didn't. So it's cleared up here. I don't smell it anymore, which is a shame because that's
less
of all the things. So you can't breathe. The skies are orange, like it's the apocalypse or the rapture. I'm still waiting to be raptured, by the way. What else is wrong with it? Many things.
All sorts. I mean, the fact that it's burning a whole bunch of trees and stuff is kind of crappy too.
There was some ash falling too, which was kind of crazy. But like, at least it smells like a nice campfire.
Yeah, it did. It smelled like
there's
a nice
positive.
Fireplace. Yeah.
See, I found the positive in the negative. There we go.
But it was kind of overwhelming for a bit. But that's all right. Well, we'll get there. It's supposed to clear up tomorrow here, so I'm looking forward to that. And then maybe I can see the sun. It's because like you go outside and you can tell the sun's up, and you just think like usually I'd go out and have my coffee outside in the morning, and then if you sit out of the shade where the sun comes up, it's like it's hot. It's summer, right? Like kind of feels nice, but it's kind of hot. And then this morning and yesterday morning, it's just like you can stand there and you're like, I can almost tell that it wants to be warm. The sun, but you can see the sun, but it's just all hazy.
I mean, there's another positive. It brought the temperature down 10 degrees Celsius because it was hot.
Did. Yeah,
it was 35 degrees Celsius, which is stupid. That's like I'm going back inside to hibernate for the summer too.
I think we almost touched 40 here that day before.
That's all the greenhouses where you are.
Yeah.
Oh, so well, that was the fun that is Ontario.
Yeah.
What else? Technology wise, what's going on?
Well, I have a couple things I can share. If you
let's. You want
to start with something else?
No, I'll do mine second. You start with yours, and I'll lead in with mine.
Up on the stream. So, I've been meaning to do this for a while, and I haven't not done it for any good reason. But like MAUI devflow kind of needed a nice little landing page, nice little website, right? So I did some work on that. I'm quite happy with the result here. It's like
you
showing you
this.
The whole.
This is a nice. You found something that's doing a good website though. Holy jumping!
Yeah, I got a new skill.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it the snobby one that I saw? Oh, impeccable. Yeah. And I was like, but it calls all the stuff that I like AI slop, but I like it.
No, I know it does that.
It's like neon gradients bad. I was like, no, I like those. They're cool.
Likes it. So it's decent. It's just a nice little well, my scrolling is terrible here. I don't know why. It has a few nice sections to it. Kind of gives you all the details. I had to steer it a little bit on this thing because I kind of wanted to show like the loop, the whole process. So it does that. And then it gives you just the basic instructions, right?
There you go.
I really just wanted to have something that I could point people at and be like, here's devflow, here's kind of the elevator pitch for what it does, here's how to quickly set it up. Because we had like readmes and stuff, but that doesn't really convey anything too easily. So
it's not on Microsoft Learn yet?
No, it is. That like there's docs there, but like even that, I don't know. I'm somebody who likes the show me this one pager, right? I don't want to have to like read some docs, even if they're well done. I want to see it. I want to visualize what it's doing. And so
Fair.
This is what I wanted. Yeah.
I mean, at least it doesn't read like, you know, whenever you go to one of the Azure function websites, like this Azure feature does it.
Yeah.
And you're like, I still don't get it. What the hell does this thing do?
Yeah. And that's really the point is like
revolutionizes your data. What the hell does that even mean?
Even AI, I'm finding often like it can, when you ask it to write stuff, sometimes it doesn't do a great job of explaining it either. And I'll read it and I'll be like, I don't really understand the point you're trying to convey, even though I told it to like document it in an easy to understand way.
Yeah, what does this mean?
Yeah.
What is, it's like everybody in the consulting industry calls it digital revolution or digitizing your business, and it's like, the hell does that mean? Everybody's digital. I don't know.
Yeah, like you land on a product site like that, and it's like I don't understand what you're selling me even. So that was
selling to the enterprise.
So the other thing, and this is one you've been bugging me to get in for a while. So I haven't.
You still haven't released it though.
I haven't released it.
I'm still bugging you.
Very close, but like this is quite a bit different looking than what it did when I showed you. So Sherpa, right? So you've got now a .NET SDK manager. We used to have the doctor, and that would like, and it still does. It still does some of the like make sure you got .NET and stuff. But the idea was I want to make it easier to manage .NET SDK installations and workload installations. And so there is a new tool, if you're not familiar. This is an official thing from Microsoft called dotnetup. So like .NET Update. And the idea is to track installations, help you get things updated, keep them updated, install them at like both at a global level, but also at like a per workspace level. And so Sherpa will help install this for you if you don't have it already. It will help you update it if it needs a newer version, if there's one available. It's just kind of sitting in this top corner here for you. And then the idea is that you track different channels that you want to keep installed. So I admittedly found this a little bit of a learning curve to begin with for myself, like understanding like how it's viewing .NET SDK installations, because there's kind of a few parts to it. There is the SDK channel that you want, and then there's also these like runtime and ASP.NET Core runtimes. And so in theory, you could track these channels separately, I think. I'm not sure the scenario I would want to do that, but that's kind of how the tool works, I believe. But the main thing here is that you can track all of the different main SDK channels that you want. So I'll probably get rid of this 9.0 one at some point soon because I don't really use it anymore.
So does untrack actually go and remove it?
It should. I'm not going to do it live because I just want to make sure. Well, no, I have done it. Fine. You want to go?
Go run it live.
So it is actually using .NETup, right? So it's doing that. So I'm going to untrack it. You're going to see no. It's okay. It's okay. It's all like some of it's garbage collected, some of it's access denied. Okay, so I need to tell it that it needs to prompt for that too. That's fine. I'll get there. It does technically still untrack it. It just, I think it failed to clean up some of the bits because they're behind. Yeah. Anyway,
that's not perfect, John.
No, but that's .NETup. That's not me. Like I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay.
That's the tool. So I'm gonna defer to it, and maybe there's a bug or whatever. We'll figure that out. Anyway, so you can add channels, right? So you can go in here and say, I always want to track long-term support. I always want the previews, or like eventually the 11 will show up here. It's showing both because we are tracking the preview, which is 11. So maybe that's a thing I should display differently. I don't know. Anyway, you can add more channels here if you want. So I added the .NET 11 one, and I've got the current preview 6 that just released installed. And I think the reason they do the runtime stuff and the ASP.NET stuff is because like you can build for older runtimes and use older runtimes with a newer SDK, right? So I think that's the idea, is maybe you want to add older runtimes that are tracked, but you want to track the newer SDK only, not the old SDK. So anyway, I don't have the ability yet to just track only, like if you wanted to just do the older runtimes. I don't have that in here. I don't know if it's something that is useful to put in here, to be honest. It's kind of a weird scenario to me. If you want to do that, maybe just use the CLI tool. Anyway, those are the channels. And then once you've got your channels tracked, you can start to go in here and see all of the different installed pieces of those SDKs that you have tracked that are installed. I've got multiple versions of the .NET 10 SDK. I haven't removed it yet just because I wanted to show and test that it works with multiple if you want that. And then it gives you the workload sets as well, the workloads for each. So workloads are per SDK version band, right? And this is where workloads kind of get confusing. So the reason there's two sets here are because I have two different SDKs installed. If you look at the .NET 11 one, there's only one because I only have one SDK band of the .NET 11 preview installed.
I have thoughts on workloads, which I'm not allowed to share, right?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, the reality is like, yeah, I'm not going to get into it.
But I put John on the spot. He knows my thoughts on workloads.
No, workloads have been, I'm not going to try and hide it. They've been painful for us too. Like this isn't anything new, but there's been a lot of changes to them over the last couple of years that make them a little bit easier to digest. And they're at a point where it's,
let them burn.
It's at a point where it's like it's hard to decide what if there's value in putting a lot of effort into like undoing the whole thing, right? Anyway,
Aspire got away from it.
That's another conversation.
Now we should too.
Another day.
Yeah, fine.
So,
can I make a workload set with it though?
Well, in the workload set, you can. So the workload set idea is that there's different versions, workload set versions that we release, and so for the latest SDK, like this is the one that's out. And it's installed already, you could change the workload set version. Where this maybe becomes interesting is when we update a workload version set that doesn't have a SDK update to install it automatically for you. And I think there might be one like that here. I showed you the screen. I didn't mean to show you that one yet. Yeah, so like in theory, this is the one that would be installed by default for this SDK, but you could come in here and update to a newer one that got installed, and that workload set will have new versions of like the iOS and all the different workloads, right? And so you can also go in to the workloads and install those. And so right now on this .NET 10 version, I've got the MAUI one installed, which kind of says, hey, these other ones came along for the ride by MAUI. I think I also explicitly installed the Android one at some point too, but I haven't installed these yet. So I could go, choose to install those. I could try to uninstall WASM tools, and I could apply changes and just do it all here.
Do it.
And it would just, I'm not doing it right now. I don't want to, I want these. I'm not messing up my install. This one should work. Like I'm going to install this one for you because this one does actually elevate. So it'll install, it'll do the things.
Very cool.
Yeah, so the goal is to make this whole thing, see, look at that, installed, fine. And you saw 9.0 and that might have confused you, but it's because workloads come with one version back for MAUI of the main version. It's a whole thing. So anyway, don't be scared by that. So yeah, it works. There's also a repair button if you want to try and repair the install.
Never had that. I usually just make sure I'm removing the old junk. I have always, let's go forward. There's no going back.
And then the other part that I haven't done more with yet, but there is a, if I go into open the project context, in theory, we can start having this go. One, we can tell it to be tracked by dotnetup. So I think dotnetup has the kind of capability to say like, hey, I know about this particular global JSON and we're going to, help you work with it. And it'll kind of, look at what's all.
And it's got a workload pin. Context. I see the pin.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep.
Because that's actually one of the biggest pains to do, because it's hard to find the workload set version. Right? Like you can't just go in and go .NET dash version or workload version. It's not the same, right?
Yeah. But
it's a
now
pain
at
in the
least,
ass to find.
even if you wanted to manually do it, you can go in here and get that version, right? And that's the workload set version. So it's there too.
Wicked.
So yeah, that's the whole idea here is hopefully this makes it easier to, deal with SDKs, especially with previews and stuff and workloads and all that fun stuff too.
Ship it.
Yeah. All right.
He hasn't shipped it yet.
Soon.
Ship it. Ship now. Then you can say you did it on the show.
What do you got?
So first of all, I got to get you off the screen out of my way. Otherwise, people are going to be looking into infinity. And I can't turn off the YouTube stream. Otherwise, nobody's watching us. And now I can share. So, come on. Why don't you want to share now? Share the screen. Entire screen. There we go. So, first things first. I'm in Microsoft MVP again. That's 10 years running. Yeah, it says 11, but it's actually 10. So, yay for free licenses and all the fun. John has to nominate me anyways because I irritate him the most. No, I know, but no, you didn't have to. But if I didn't get it, I would have to annoy you, right?
Yeah.
So thankfully, I'm doing enough stuff that I think most everybody's happy with me. So whatever. So Matt Goldman has been running this MAUI UI thing. I don't know, 4 or 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 5 years now. So, and I think this was started by Stephen. Do you know how to say his last name properly?
No.
It's a Wiesen.
No.
And originally I thought this was just like graphical user interface stuff. So I never participated because I'm like, well, dude, I don't do pretty. John's like all the time, every time he sees my UI, he's like, what is this? Even when I do it with sometimes, if I vibe it, he's like, oh, that's gross.
Well,
so it's fixed. It's fixed. I spin at it. I'm like, John thinks this is gross. So I've got like a description of what John complains about. And then AI is like, is John going to review this? Yes, yeah, John's going to review this. So, all right, here's what he's going to complain about. So,
pretty or else.
It's also, John also has a prompt for me that says, was this joke or suggestion coming from Allan?
I do.
If it is, go research to make sure he's not putting in some sort of innuendo from somewhere.
Right. Because it'll be like, oh, I need a name for this thing. And he'll be like, oh, I got a good name. And I'll be like, I don't get it, but I'm pretty confident.
But I get it. So Matt's been running this for a good 5 years. So I asked him, hey, is this just like, because it says UI, so I don't know. Is that graphical? And I noticed a good chunk of the articles are usually like, hey, make your MAUI app pretty. But even like the name Shiny, it's not Shiny interface. Although I do have Shiny controls now, which is pretty. But they're also, the pretty comes from AI. The AI, or the APIs come from me.
Right.
So anyhow, I reached out to him and I said, hey, can I be a part of this? I'm not doing graphical stuff. And he's like, yeah, anything that's basically interfaces with the user. So that's pretty much everything, right? Pretty much everything.
That's
tons. So my choices were, obviously Shiny has, AI for everything. So I was going to actually do I'm not going to go through this crap again. I think I did this to you last week. But like I was going to show, hey, look, you can integrate all these things and do an article on it and then show kind of the AI conversation stuff. Or I was going to do this other library. And when I show this in a second, you'll see it's kind of cool. I don't think this really exists at least in our ecosystem yet. As stuff I've been working on. The challenge today is that it's very brokenish. So one of the things is that we're going to get some devflow involved, but I don't even think devflow's going to be able to figure this out all on its own because it's a pretty heavy topic, and I don't think anything exists for it. So I think that's why it's been spinning a lot. So what this is obviously I've been doing a lot of speech AI stuff, a lot of document DB, which is in version 11 now, which I said it would be last week, right? So we went from 10 to 11.
Yeah, you're like several releases into version 11 now, aren't you?
Yeah, it's going.
And you got all the things in that I asked about last week?
Yes, all of them. Every single one of them is in there now. It's beautiful.
Excellent.
The big delivery though was geometry stuff because I pulled it all over. Oh my God. That probably boiled over several oceans worth of stuff. I think it went through like 3 million tokens, bringing all of that over. So, that's quite a bit. Took several hours. So, but yeah, now it's DocumentDB's version 11 and it's awesome. I use that stuff for everything. So DocumentDB also has a vector store. So what that means is it's kind of a data storage for AI. So AI says, how close are these two things? It's funny how AI works, right? It basically goes, it's just like you asked for this, what's the closest?
Yeah.
So it's basically saying that's the closest, that must be right. And it kind of goes through this. So vectors are kind of like, I'm not going to do this justice, but the way I kind of read them and see how the data is stored, it's almost like your hierarchical. Remember when we used to write hierarchy queries that would like go through and dig? And I think this is like the new fandangoed way of saying, yeah, it's a hierarchy, a really complicated one. And it's kind of how I look at the data structures. Don't swear at me. I could be wrong. Just based on my experience, what I'm looking at, it looks very much like smart hierarchy, going through data. So with that, I wanted to have, so I have this intelligence library, face intelligence. I know that doesn't say much, and voice intelligence. And what I wanted to do was a couple things. Is one, I wanted face recognition. And that sounds pretty easy because I know a lot of photo programs do that. But what they do is they often go off to the server. And if you use Azure doesn't like, it'll say, that's a face. And you're like, fantastic. Whose face? And Azure will go, no, you need special permissions to set that up. And you're like, okay, dude, what's the point of this then? Like, right? Like, I just want to say, that's John, and we recognize it. Let's let him log in, right? So I have an app that's got kind of like companies that have users that aren't really technical. They won't remember their passwords ever. So what the idea here is that this will sync down a local set of vectors. So that device it's registered. We won't go through all the business, but that device knows, hey, these are the users that generally tend to use this device, pull in their faces so that they can just look at the tablet. We know that the tablet belongs to the company. We won't go through that. But when I look at it, it can be like, yeah, this is Phyllis. Phyllis can use this tablet. We see Phyllis's face, and you go and you say, hi, Phyllis, we recognized you.
Can Phyllis just, can Bob just use a picture of Phyllis then to hack in?
There is some things I've started building in this. There is ways to use. So if you've ever used Face ID, everybody goes, oh, Face ID. You're using Face ID. Yes, but Face ID is for one face. But it does do the 3D camera, right? So it knows. Right. It's like, dude, this is flat. A real. How is your face in 2D? That doesn't make any sense, right? Yeah. So there are ways to do it. Android has it too, but of course, Android being the lesser platform, no offense to anybody. Yeah. We all know it's the lesser platform. You really so. Yeah. It generally tends to kind of do it flat anyways. So whatever. The other part that I was looking, I was like, hey, I have all this speech and audio stuff going on right now. What about voice recognition? What if I could say, hey, this is Allan, let me in, right? Or I could even factor that, this is my fat face and this is my annoying voice. Open me out.
We took a dig at Android, but here I think we get to do the same to Apple because I don't know if, you don't have the home pods, but like they have a feature where you can basically it's like voice recognition, right? And so anytime, so like one of my kids can be like, hey, add, Candy to the shopping list. And it's like, who's speaking? And they're like, they'll say my wife's
John
name or my name. And then it's like, okay, add it to it's like, wait a minute. That wasn't even close. And then when the actual person tries to say their name, it's like, I can't verify you. Sorry.
Wonderful.
So hopefully it's like, better.
Yeah, we recognize that high pitched voice as John.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
So it's great. So we have voice intelligence, which I've barely tested. We have face intelligence, which really doesn't work well. And we've got DocumentDB in here. And then we've got Onyx. So Onyx is fantastic for a local model and very specific to what you want. It is quite large, you know, depending on what models you pull in for Onyx, they can be a couple hundred megs. Mm-hmm. So like the face intelligence one, if you want a good one, is about 200 megs.
Yeah.
Voice intelligence, I haven't even looked at. Like this pulled in last night, so I don't know what the state of that is. So the reason I want Onyx is because it's good at saying there is a voice happening. Let's try the vectors. And if I don't, then we're going to hand off to maybe a frontier model, right? So yep. Claude, OpenAI, etc. And same thing with face intelligence is it's kind of stupid. It's good at saying that's a face. It's not really great at training it yet. So it may be like a front, right? It'll be like, there's a face. Yeah. Let's grab that and feed that to a frontier model.
So you're cutting down on what you have to actually send to the expensive thing, right?
Right. Because then otherwise you got to feed full shabam to it, right? And it's got to do frame by frame analysis. So there's a delay. It's stuff that we're looking into, or at least I'm looking into. Because the models on the phone, I know MAUI AI is coming. What are you guys calling that package?
It's just the Microsoft Extensions AI. Like there's a MAUI implementation of those APIs, right? I think it's Microsoft MAUI AI.
So hopefully that works out for you. But to be honest, the onboard models suck. They still suck.
But they'll keep getting better. Like I think that's the thing. It's not, we do it today because it's there, but the expectation is that some point in the future they will continue to be better. And maybe like, have you tried any of it with the iOS 27 models on those platforms? Like maybe they're
not yet. I haven't been brave enough.
Or it's I think it like Apple is supposed to even do a bit of mixing of like, hey, you're gonna just tell me to use the local APIs, and I'm gonna figure out when to route it to something better. So
that's the hope, right?
Yeah.
So I haven't tried 27. I will try 27. I'm not brave enough. You were supposed to tell me, hey.
I just installed the public beta finally, and it's been
Did you?
Yeah.
Your battery's draining?
No. Well, so the funny thing is it was draining on the stable version.
Oh.
And so I'm like, well, can't get much worse.
So here's my phone. The problem is we've never been able to, if you use the, iPhone mirroring, iPhone mirroring kind of sucks because you can't share your camera. You can't share sounds.
Yeah.
So I'm now using Reflector. This is an old utility. It's still out there. So we're going to be able to test this, and we're going to be able to give AI some, hopefully give it some eyes to help test this. So I'm going to move this junk. Come on, what are we doing here? Go away. I want to move this over. And let's do, what I forgot to do is MAUI devflow net. Install MAUI devflow into this app, into the sample app, because it's having a lot of issues. So you need eyes. So right now, like I said, there's basically a couple of things that you have to do. You have to train your face. So by taking, photos or whatever, you have to train the voice, and then it's going to store those vectors. I think as you add more pictures too, it's smart. Right now, it's just kind of like, yeah, give me a photo. And then if you don't take a good photo, it's like, yeah, I still don't recognize your face. So we're going to see. We're going to go into this. Let's let this install. Uh-oh. No, that is not the one. What? You have a skill. Let's try this again. There is already a skill in the directory. See, it's so stupid, man. It's just go. It's already in there.
Yeah, that's fun.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah, okay, fine. Guess I'll read it. Who would have thought?
We'll give it a second. It's funny. Sometimes you have to be, no, dude, you have a skill. Why didn't you read it? To be fair, I was already loading it. I already had Claude loaded, so it probably didn't bother to look at the refresh skills. So I had to tell it. It's not really a big deal. But as soon as I saw it go off to ret, I was like, no, not that guy. That's the wrong one. So the first thing here is that I'm going to get it into the app. Then I'm going to get it plugged into logging because a lot of the stuff just seems to be freezing or not working. So hopefully we can give AI enough tentacles. That's a good word. Tentacles.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Let it death grip the app or the library and figure out what is going on here. Also, this is running new document DB, so we'll see if there's fun stuff there. The other thing I've seen, so obviously everybody or a lot of people are using, there's the big AI if you need, the cognitive stuff from Microsoft. So they have that big library. So you're not using the extensions.
I guess.
There's two packages from Microsoft now that rule the world. One is if you need to orchestrate like AI in code. I forget what it's called. I'm drawing absolute blanks right now, and I use it too.
Foundry stuff.
No, that's Azure stuff. They sell that to you. Pay $1 million, use Foundry. It is part of that. Like you can plug Foundry into this, but it's more of a .NET orchestration mechanism. For the life of me, I can't remember. So for the most part in MAUI, we're using Microsoft's extensions AI, which is great. It still does like a lot of the embedded vector stuff, but then there's also another package from Microsoft for vector data. And I think that's more high performance. I'm not using it yet. I've started looking at it, but maybe that's part of this. I don't know. Maybe the vector takes forever. So again, once devflow's in here, which is taking an absurdly amount of time today. Normally this takes like 2 seconds. Maybe Claude's slow today because it had an outage. Have you had outages lately?
I don't think I've noticed any.
No. What? This camera beta is revert the pins. No, just use iOS. Just go. What's your problem? The Android head is broken. Yeah. Let's bring it up a notch then. I don't actually know what it's complaining about. MAUI stays pinned to 7.1 to match I broke it. I didn't pin it though. 146. 146. I don't know why it's launching now too. It's just out of control. 146, 146. Okay. And now you get lost. We don't need pinning there. Good. Look at all this crap it's putting in. Just like, dude.
It's gonna keep fighting you. This is maybe another like level of eventually maybe these tools will be better at like coexisting with manual intervention too.
They're not.
No, they're not. But like that would be kind of nice if it was, right? Like if we get to the point where it's like, oh, I see you're doing this, I'm probably gonna like just wait a second and see what you did.
Oh, I bet you because I've AOT mode that it's angry. So guaranteed that's what it is. Don't need that. Shut up. Oh my gosh. It's really mad right now. So I'm going to stop AI before it goes insane. App crashed. Broker side port. Then the app crashed. Rethrow. Oh, I bet you $10 because this is an old version. I updated my SDK, which forced Xcode 26.6.
Yeah.
So I need to do let's get rid of the junk. There we go. And I also need to make sure that this is not AOT. This is, I don't think I have any of the AOT settings. I don't. So we're going to close that guy. See the fun that comes with this? This is why I hate, so this is why 300, so 300, SDK 10.0.300 and 301, iOS or Xcode 26.4.5, and then 302 is 0.6. It's like not even a minor release.
Yeah. I mean, the hard thing is like we're kind of bound to the SDK version because like technically
I know.
I don't think we're supposed to put a 400 out until there's a 400 SDK.
It's just weird. It's just weird, John. I'm just complaining for the community.
Can blame Apple, really. They're the ones that are like, hey, let's release these things always and make you have to react to them. And
yeah, you got to have the latest stuff. I'm just bumping all of the versions to make sure that we're good, which I think we are now. Okay, so I have no AOT. I'll start again because there was a version mismatch. Just so it doesn't pull in the rest of the crap that was just happening. So we're off to a great start. It also is going to the simulator, which is not going to run well. I got to tell it to go to my device.
Will it do? Because the simulator still can't do any.
Yeah, I can't do any. Right? No, but it'll use.
The thing I liked about the the emulator on Android is that you can actually like simulate a camera feed.
Yes.
I don't know why I don't know why Apple wouldn't do that already. I'm sure it can't be that hard.
They could use this webcam. They could
emulate
it.
They have a webcam in like half of their Mac products that they sell. So just use that.
Apple be just doing Apple things. Maybe that do you have Xcode 27 installed?
Not yet, no.
No, because they've got that new is it that new simulator management tool? Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they improved.
I don't know.
No.
I was gonna say maybe I actually do technically have it installed, or I did at one point, just to play with that thing because like that was when we saw that we're like, oh no, that's gonna break our simulator integration, and it did, but
it broke everything. Installing 27 broke everything on my machine.
Mine was all right for the most part, but we did manage to figure out how to work around that too. So,
why I just don't put these things in a VM when I test them is beyond me.
Well, you can't. Oh no, this one you could have, yeah.
Yeah. I have a Mac. I could have put it in a
No, I know, but sometimes you have to use like the newer Mac OS version at some point during the process.
That's true.
And then you can't until your like main OS version is that.
No, 27 installed on this fine. At least the initial version that I got did.
You installed the 27 Mac OS already? No.
No. I'm talking about Xcode 27.
Yeah. At first, they usually do it that way. Then at some point during the preview cycle, they often will be like, "Oh, we're gonna make
it's only for the cool kids."
Yeah.
Oh, come on! What is it doing? It's taking forever. Claude is unusually slow today. It's always when we're doing a stream, right? You can't blame the bandwidth. I know you want to. It's not the bandwidth. It is thinking about it.
It wants to install. So you've got this stuff with document DB.
Mm-hmm.
What so that's just like the storage to like compare against. So for your example where you've got, hey, I want to look at the face, I want to listen to the voice, and I want to see if it matches somebody. That's where you're storing like the data that you're matching against. Okay.
Yep. So it'll put in the vectors of the face. I think the more you train it the better it'll get.
How
just
are
like
you?
it's like normal.
Yeah, like how? So how are you? Because when I think of like vector stores and the way that I'm using them now, to get the vectors themselves, I guess like it's just a part of the model that's running that detects the things. But like, because I'm thinking of it when I use like some kind of text that I need to like generate the embeddings for, and then those are the vectors, right?
Yep. So this is you use in the Microsoft. I'm going to call it Mia to make it nice and fast. Microsoft Extensions AI. So in Mia, they have an embedding. Maybe it's just called iEmbedding API. I forget. Yep. You can hook that, and you can say this is where you're saving data, and this is where you're pulling data from.
Okay, and it's pretty good. The Onyx stuff ties into that, or you're making it tie into that?
I'm making it tie into that. So the Onyx stuff does the work, but it feeds back
what?
It hands back the vectors or the success. Right. And then that goes off. Mia stores it with whatever it's using. And then it goes, here you go. This is your guy.
What's the like data type that Onyx is using for that? Is it just like a bunch of like floats or something? Or are they using some of the like more optimized types?
No, it's basically floats that are coming out of that the way I see it. Let's go to
because it's kind of neat that you're able to take, the stuff that Onyx gives you back. And like, I understand that these things are all kind of like working on the same underlying premise and everything, but that you can take a bunch of floats and grab them from whatever Onyx gives you and then pipe it through to the embedding, interface for the Mia stuff. And then like, oh, yep, I'm just going to back that into Shiny Document DB. Like that's pretty cool to be able to stitch it all together.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to kind of show this, because it kind of gives you a little bit of everything with the libraries. So this one is going to it's using Document DB to store it. I have that new fancy camera control.
Yep,
it's there more for look and feel than anything. It's not really doing much. The voice intelligence also has, let's see, pull it down, packages. I don't have it in here because it's in the implementation. Where the heck did I put it? Voice intelligence comes in here.
Is it in the Onyx project, or what do you?
I'm trying to figure out where it pulls that in. So there's also the other thing I was trying to show here is there is a text to speech to text library in Shiny. Oh, because it's probably not needed. I only need the recording of the audio. So I think I ended up ripping it out. So there's an entire speech library now. It's probably faster if I just do this. Speech releases. So there's this whole text-to-speech AI stuff that's got its own audio library now, because I had to do a lot of things with ducking, and that's like where the voice goes over top of everything else. And so I had this in here. The thing is that this is kind of probably richer than I needed. So I think I ended up ripping it out anyways. And now we've got just the standard record it and stick it in to take that audio file and shove it through the recognizer or Onyx or whatever.
Yep.
So that is there. So it's got the speaker embedder, find nearest, add, get all, remove by name. So it's got all the stuff, right? It'll give you the voice match with all the data, right? So speaker will be like, hey, this is the ID of the person, the name that you marked on it, the embedding. So this is how, I know it's kind of weird because it's got a JSON ignore, but this is kind of how Document DB sees it. And it goes, oh yeah, I know that. That's your vector store.
Yeah.
So I'll work with that.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Oh. See, there, you heard Siri's dumb. She doesn't know what's going on.
Wow,
I do not know what is going on.
Chugging.
It is, man. What is going on?
Oh, no.
No, that was me doing it.
Yeah.
This is how it goes. Every time we do a live stream, it's like Claude is just going to let me wait for the app to come up. You actually have to deploy the app first, though. Did it deploy it? I don't think it did. Okay. I think I'm going to... Device build succeeded and signed. Now launch it.
Launch.
You're stuck. Try again. Because nothing is... Oh, hang on. Broker isn't running. Well, nothing... There's nothing installed to the device. Yeah, there we go.
Actively installing. Actively installing. But where?
It's funny. It knows where the device is. It sees the device. Does your latest skills? Remember we were talking about how you made a skill that helps make the other skills better, because this is one right now. It's actually choking for whatever.
Yeah. So what you can do. So this doesn't use the new skill that I built for this, but there is a MAUI session review skill or something. Basically, if you after this go and say, hey, you had some trouble with MAUI devflow, can you take a look at the session, use the MAUI session review skill and see if there's any feedback we can submit. It should go back, look through and take a look.
Okay.
Yeah. Eventually I want to swap out that kind of customized one, although maybe we'll see. Maybe there's still merit in having like a really tailored version of it, but I want to swap it out and put in the one I built and just keep using that. MAUI CLI has no deploy. Yeah, so this will be all good stuff to like review the session after and get some feedback on.
There we go. Now it's going on.
Because it's like, hey, I'm gonna try and use MAUI CLI, but there's nothing that'll do what I need, right?
Finally, it has figured it out though.
Yeah, it got there.
App launched the device. Now let me connect to devflow. Yes. Hello. What? Look back in infinity, John. Where are you? There you are.
Can't see it. Oh, I'm so little.
There you are. Okay. Let's put that down for a second. Let's see if it connects to devflow. Because if it doesn't connect to devflow, then we're not going very far. So while it's thinking about that, to explain this, there is the enroll. So this is at the recognize. We'll have to train it. So you have to give it a name. Allan. Capture and enroll. No face detected. Great. Capture and enroll. See, it's not. This is where the issue is. This is where I have to get. See.
JSON type info.
It's the agent isn't registering. That's fantastic. Okay, let's try another thing while we're doing this because I haven't actually tried the voice recognition. Testing. Do something. Recognize my voice. Voice model missing. All right, we're off to a great start.
Well, we're off to a great start before we're almost ready to defer till next week.
Well, that's all right.
That's all right.
Record and enroll. Okay, hang on. So I hadn't enrolled in the voice. So record and enroll. Let's see. Testing. Is this working? Train my voice. Train it. Oh, there. By the way, the broker just started up.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Did it train my voice?
It's so slow.
Testing. I'm speaking now. Are you recording my voice? Voice model. Okay, there we go. Now the voice model's missing. So for every step forward. So this is basically the whole premise of this is I wasn't expecting this app to work well. This library has been difficult so far. So my goal has been to give the tentacles today so that I can have an article for Matt in 10 days is to give this library life so that it'll work. I can enroll my face. I can enroll my voice. And then you can have like a login to your app, or you can have, hey, I just took this selfie with 8 other people photobombing me. Who's in the photo? So I know to send them, a burning bag of something onto their doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
Did that?
Yeah.
Did that can't reach? Still can't reach. The sample app is running.
Yeah, but you have some some weird JSON.
Oh, this is a new page though. I can fit. That's easy to fix. This is what you get for being AOT everything, John.
Yeah, I know.
Let me tunnel to the Mac. Oh, iProxies. It's trying to proxy now. What are you doing? It's now connected.
Yeah. So
what?
Admittedly, this is likely a thing that is with device versus simulator. It's probably lacking there, but this is good if you do the give feedback thing afterwards. It'll be helpful.
I now have live eyes on the app. See, it's funny.
Smart ass. Call it. It has the eyes and hands to orchestrate your app.
Okay, so now we are hooked at long last. I'm going to actually tell it write a memory to let's Claude MD in this repo to say how you actually connected to an iPhone using MAUI devflow, so we don't go through all this next time. This is what I do now, and then I don't have to go through the same song and dance every time. And it's like, oh, okay. Basically, it's like it's like a poor man's vector.
Yeah.
Remember this crap because I don't want to do this again. Okay, so I'm going to fix face intelligence real quick. Let me go in here, and then we're going to start giving it now. Is it already plugged into my logs? Is there anything I have to do that's fancy?
In theory, it should be able to grab it all. Well, it depends. This is another area probably that you need to look at, because the default, if you look at like your MAUI program, like where it all wires itself up, I forget offhand what the default is. I know there's options you can set within its builder to like add more stuff, and I'm not sure offhand if the default has like capture all the logs and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. What in God's name did it do? Okay, so now I know why this isn't working. Because it's absolutely stupid. Why did it go and get the face builder like that? Oh my God. The embedder dimension. Okay. So first problem is, so this is where it actually hooks up our document DB stuff. Okay. So it's decided that it knows better how to register a store, which it does not. So it could get its own stupid embedder so that it could plug in dimensions. Frick. The second thing, resolve. What in God's name is it doing here? This is where the fun stuff goes. This is why AI still needs humans, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't even know what is done here. Why have you done that? So it is using the store properly. So this is all the document DB stuff. No problems. That's all right. Orders by enrolled at. It's not using the proper context because it's not right. So I can fix that. I do not know why it did this. So it went from a lazy to another lazy. Is that how I'm reading it? You ever seen that before, John?
Yeah, that's special.
Here comes a document store. It's already loaded, but let's put it in a lazy,
Yeah.
Because convenience for direct.
Well, it's calling its own construct. It's just giving you another overload of the constructor, essentially, right?
But why?
I don't know. That's a question.
I think I must have had the dumb one that day because it has done something. It's gone stupid is really the problem. So let's, what I'm going to fix first is I think I'm going to fix the voice ID because that I'm going to have to untangle. It is just way off. So let's see what it's complaining about. Train my voice and then error. Come on. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is tell it. Right, do you have me on the clock, John?
I do have you on the clock, unfortunately.
Okay, no, that's fine. What you're watching the clock is more what I meant.
Yeah, no, I'm watching the clock, and the clock is saying that it's time.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we had a fun day of failing again, or at least I did.
Yeah, we talked about some stuff like we always do. We always end up, I think, expecting to cover more stuff, but to be honest, I think trying to do too much in one go is kind of hard to sit and watch anyway. So,
well, the plan is next week. I have to have a blog written. So either I'll redeem myself and get this working, or it'll still need some work, in which case we can come back to it next week. But this is what's coming. So a voice recognizer, a face recognizer for your local MAUI app that will hopefully sync vector data to your server, so your server can even process all of the faces. I'm not sure how fast or slow that will be. I don't know yet. But here we are.
It'll be interesting to see. And
I haven't seen anything like this yet. That'll at least train it. There are ones that'll take like I think that I have seen a couple libraries that will go through and figure out faces and stuff, but I haven't seen anything where I can actually go and enroll, train, save the data, etc. Mm-hmm. So this one should be pretty cool when it's done. I hope it's not bug plagued. That's why it's not released. It's not even open source yet. This is closed source until I can actually make the damn thing work, because it's not working at all. So one thing at a time.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. So let me hide that for now. So haha. It's one of those days.
It's one of those days. And sometimes AI be like that. So it's
It did some stupid stuff in that code base. My goodness.
Yeah.
Holy.
So sometimes you got to go back, step back, and dig yourself out a little bit, or have it dig itself out a little bit. But that's okay. It gets there. One step, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, usually, right?
Such as sending a lazy, undoing the lazy, then resending the lazy, and you didn't need a lazy at all.
And like giving itself, an extra overload where it's just like, you write the code, like you don't have to do this. Don't be lazy about the lazy.
Yeah. I didn't get that joke at all, John, but that's all right. I didn't have to.
That's all right.
I'm already brain drained because AI made me think today. See, I used my 5 minutes of thinking today.
That's right. You've blown through your
the remaining brain
tokens,
cells.
Your brain tokens.
My brain tokens.
You gotta wait for them to reset.
All right.
Well, that'll do it for this time. We'll see where we get to next time. But the concept is interesting. I like it. It's not something that I think there's really anything out there. I don't think so. Know if general, but like definitely not for MAUI. So it's
and not voice recognition that I've seen yet.
No,
so that'll be
exactly.
Cool.
I like the dual kind of hybrid approach. Like, let's use them both and see. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
At the very least, like you could imagine creating something silly at home that like, your kids could get into their room or something, or at whatever, unlock it if it's them. Or the
sometimes I've got the right age group for kids that they need like. You stay out, you go in.
Yeah.
You need that.
Exactly.
That's a good idea.
Cool.
All right.
Well, we'll see y'all next week. Thanks for watching.
Ciao for now.